Hello, world. This is Talkin Live, and I got some great announcements to make. We're glad you're watching today, and I hope you enjoy the show. We want to talk about a lot of stuff like, what we're doing here at the studio. We have a lot of things coming up. We're going to expand our coverage. We have a coverage right now of Chattanooga. He'll put it up right now here in a minute. There's our coverage in Chattanooga. You got in Fort Oak towards Soddy Daisy, even into Cleveland some. So on channel 398 EPB, we'd like for you people to tune in. We're going to start our own talk show here pretty soon, and we're going to see if everybody would be interested in calling us and telling us how you feel. And we want you to be sure and, keep us on your schedule to watch. And sometimes we give you some things that you would be interested in. We talk about different stuff. And we want your opinion. We're glad to hear from you in the audience about all the things that's going on in the country. It ain't like we ain't got nothing going on. Every day is a new day, and every day is another bunch of crap that seems to be. Some we like, some we don't. And we have a sponsor. We have two sponsors, and asset brokerage. Yeah, asset brokerage. And we'd like for you to, if you have a business and we have a sponsor that wants to buy your material and all the equipment you have at a price, or it's something you're overwhelmed in inventory and you don't want to pay taxes on it this year, now's the time to get rid of it. We have truckload. We want to buy truckloads. And we have truckloads for sale too. We will have, and also
for you.
And surplus products for you. We're looking for you to go to our website. We just got so much going on, it's hard to keep up with it. And our expansion, of our coverage, we want you to advertise. You give us a call and do an advertising. You've got the phone number over there. And we are going to expand. We give a lot of coverage for you. If you're on our TV station, you have coverage that you wouldn't even believe. And, we have people overseas that watch us. And that's the good part overseas, because we do work with the Koreans, the Chinese. I do business with some Russians. I do business with South Koreans, and Taiwan, Vietnam, Malaysia, all these people that I got contacts with. I do business with them. And if you have something, usually these people are interested in electronics, scrap, whatever you've got. They are interested. And I'm your middleman for all the stuff, batteries and everything. If you have them, we buy them, or for resale and do this kind of stuff. And we do have people that recycle material. We guarantee it not to ever be a problem with you. So, today I wanted to talk about I talked to a man this morning about, everybody's scared to death about the tariffs. They're scared to death. And I talked to Chinese yesterday, and they're thinking that it's going to be somewhere around 29%, maybe 10%. Different countries pay different tariff price. And so the Chinese told me they think it'd be somewhere about 29%. And we do, and I'm for the getting rid of the drugs that's coming into this country. We need to put a stop to it. We'll never completely stop it, but we can make it hurt so bad that they don't want to do drug deals. As American, if a cancer when you think you got it cured, it'll come back on you. And so when we start, we need to finish what we start and make sure that it works. And if you let it grow, it'll finally kill you. It'll come to you and it'll finally kill you. But we are planning a lot of different stuff for our TV station. We got the equipment, we got DVD, the HD, and we have DVDs too. But we have just about anything you can think of that we can do broadcasting with. We got the equipment, top of the line. I don't buy them. These microphones cost $500 a piece. We buy the best, for our station. We don't try to save money. We want a perfect TV station. I said we don't try to save money when it comes to technology to give to you out there in our audience. We put our money in it to make it the best, make it work the best, make it look the best, make it sound the best. That's our problem. We don't want to hear no echo. You don't want to hear no echo when you're talking. When you're talking, you don't hear these echoes. It's just something that makes you want to turn it off. It does me when I watch a talk show or anything that's got a bunch of echo in it. It's not set right. The sound's not made right, and I just turn it. I don't and I can't stand to watch somebody sing and the music overlap the singing where you can't hear. And we don't allow that here, see. We're not like the other stations, too cheap to put any money in to make it work better. We want the best for our customers and for us when we advertise. Not like our competitor. We don't want to be like them. We don't run them down. We don't talk about them, but we do feel like that they could upgrade better. But we don't have to upgrade. We're up. My plans was, if I live long enough, we get a bigger studio. We put in $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 cameras after we start making that kind of money, because we want it to be perfect. We don't want it to be halfway right. And we have some people working for us extra that's out here doing some filming for us. And, we'll just keep on doing these things and making this station better. We got some coming up we're going to do that you're not going to know about until you see it on TV. And we want you to make sure you go to Roku and Fox, not Fox, Fire TV. Watch us on there, EPB $3.98. We'd like for you to be on there. And we tried to get on Spectrum, and they wanted to sock it to us, charge us too much. But, the day's coming when cable is going to be a thing of the past anyway. The streaming and all this. You can take, he done sending these satellites up. He sent them satellites, and he's got an option on what he's going to do. He's going to set up cell phones. He's going to set up where you can talk cell phones. He's going to set up where you can broadcast through there. He's going to do all this stuff. I know how he thinks, and I keep up with technology and what's going on. Actually, he's got a robot if you want one for $30,000. He's got these portal homes and stuff like that. So, but he's coming up with a lot of stuff. It said in the last days technology will increase. That's what the Bible said, and we're seeing it. We're seeing technology increase, the knowledge of doing a lot of stuff. Now, Jeff down there, I'm going to try to hire him a robot if we can, and bring him in here and let Jeff teach him how to run the TV station so we can take off. But that's just a good thought I had. I talked the other day. I said, he's got these robots up, At that right, Jeff, like $30,000,
Oh, sure.
and you could put them in your house and wait on you and all that. If he had to wait on my dogs, they'd probably have a socket blow or something, because my dogs run me to death. And, I mean, people today, they'll do anything for money. They don't care who it hurts. It's like a drug dealer, a manufacturer. A manufacturer and a drug dealer are about the same. Not all of them, but they're about the same. If they can make more money and cut it back and take out, like Robert Kennedy was talking about, they take and cut out what they can to save money. I understand that. I understand all that, but you got to be honest with the people and give them something what's best for them. Because we're humans, we're crazy, we think because it tastes good, it won't hurt us. But the fact is, though, the most of the things that taste good are going to kill you. But of course, you're going to die sooner or later. But the point is, some things you just shouldn't do, like pork. I quit eating pork every once in a while. I eat a sausage or I eat a little bacon, but very seldom. I don't put my Christianity or my religion into that, because Peter was praying as a sheep come down and told him that everything that was sanctified and was clean because Jesus Christ blessed it. So, but pork ain't good for you. I got to say that as a person. I don't like the way they kill the hogs anyway. I mean, they cut the cattle's throat, and they're really cruel, and that makes me feel bad when I buy meat. If they just shoot them in the head or something like that, I mean, God put them here for us to eat. I understand that. But there's a way to not bring a lot of suffering on animals like that, because they have feelings. People think the animals don't have feelings. I heard a vet say the dogs couldn't remember nothing. Well, he must have forgot something, because dogs remember everything. If they didn't, I mean, if they didn't, why did they come up to you, and when they see you and you've been away a long time, and they come back and they're pretty good about remembering stuff. So I wouldn't want him working on my dogs or a vet like that. But they remember things. They remember when you're good to them. They know. And there's so many people today are having to dump their dogs on the side of the road. They don't have to, but they do it because they're not able to feed them. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I got 3 dogs, 2 cats, and my ex-wife, she's got 3 dogs. I make sure they have something to eat. And maybe I could afford it better, but the point is, I don't want to have something I can't, be there for them. And they have that love for me, and I got to take care of them. They depend on me. And while getting into this, but, I'm just seeing so many dogs out there suffering and going without something to eat, and people dropping them on the side of the road and all that. It'd be better to take them to the pound and drop them off than to take them. See, I used to work for a Chattanooga Humane Society. They used to take and crank the engine up and pump that, put all these dogs in this enclosed area, and they would pump the fumes off the motor into their box, and they would put them all to sleep. That's what they used to do. And I didn't like that. And there's people over there cruel to them too. Not when I was there. I seen them take a cat and put their foot on it, and the cat was kind of a big yellow cat, beautiful cat, but it was mean. And I guess he had a right to be. But anyway, I said, don't you do that animal that way. I mean, I was over some, it's kind of like a boss over stuff like that. And I said, don't you do that. He's going to have to suffer. Don't you do that to him. And, but it's a cruel world out there. I don't want to depress you, but you see how it is. I don't want to make you feel bad. I want you to feel good. I want you to have hope. A lot of people lost hope. If we don't have something to hope on, what kind of life is it? If we can't see, look ahead and see some kind of hope, what good is life? But the fact is, we can look ahead. We can look ahead and ask God to help us. We can look ahead and ask God to help our economy, help people come back to the Lord, and do all that stuff. We can do that. We have that hope. You know, I'm not ashamed of what I've been raised up to believe. I'm not ashamed of that. I count it very lucky to know what I know and what I've seen out of Jesus Christ to help people. I count it as a treasure. I count it as something that nobody has in this world. It is something that I can hope on. And I know I got a 100% guarantee no money, and I don't have to worry about my money back because I know I'm going to get what the word said, the promise said. You know, I'd like to get in sometime talk about the Bible. You know, I talk to movie stars, I talk to people, and you know, that in the business, like I done a show, you're going to see a show tonight, be at 7 o'clock. Well, I don't know when this is going to air, but Thursday night, this is Thursday, I'm doing this tape, which is 5th. And you'll see what I'm talking about. And be sure and tune in at 7 o'clock. It'll be on one, maybe Tuesday probably. Or this will be on Tuesday, and the one I'm talking about will be on tonight, of course. But I like for people to look around them and see where the hope is. And I've read the Bible over and over and over, and not the old Bible, the new Bible. If you tell me something and it's not in there, I know where you're telling me the truth. It's in there. If you quote a scripture, I know where that scripture, and if you add to it or take away, I know when you tell it, because I read it over and over, and I'm still reading it over and over. If you don't get the knowledge of the truth through one scripture or one chapter, you have to read it all to get the knowledge and to know what it's all about. And people that are miserable in this world, and we need to. I mean, I'm talking about me. I get down just like everybody else. We're all humans. We all have the same problems sometimes. Not always, but money ain't the answer. It's just something that helps us through life. And excuse me, too much of it can hurt your lives. Too much money. You take us old crazy hillbillies, when they, I got into a business, made a lot of money, just went crazy to bad. Like my daddy-in-law used to say, you're just like a mad dog with a fit on. And that's the way money does you sometimes, especially when you never had none. But anyway, I found out money ain't the answer. It's just help to get through life. That's all it is. It ain't. And you can't, like Ray Charles said, you can't live in but one house. You can't drive but one car. You know, it's good to have two in case one breaks down. But, I mean, you have 25. I've got a warehouse that I use. This man has a sucker hole. He's got about probably 25,000 square feet, and he's got antique cars in there. I don't even go down and look at them because they're his. That's where I am. I don't have no business down there without I asked him. But he has probably $1 million worth of cars in there or more. And, I'm sure he wouldn't care if you just walked by and looked at them, but I don't even take the time to look at them because they're not mine. And I used to collect cars. And there's something Jeff that maybe not know. I had a 49 Buick and I had a 25 coupe. I think it was a Ford. I give it to Engels to raise money for cancer research for women, breast cancer. I worked with Jeff Foxworthy and John Smotes, and we raised money for that. And I done a load of donation. Phil Negro, he was a friend of mine, and I go down to those places and buy stuff to help. I used to have a big collection, but I sold it all off, and what I didn't sell, somebody stole it. But you got to watch stuff like that. But I'm hoping everybody would start joining in. We're going to start a talk show. We may have another. I've got to get the crews together. I'm working on it, and you'll get the best production if you want to advertise. Right now you get the best production if you desire to have a commercial made. And we're doing some work right now, and you're going to see our work, how good we can, do a commercial. We've got one right now. If Jeff wants to play it about one of our sponsors.
Here at surplusproductsforyou.com, we have a new truckload of products already lining our website shelves for you. New Christmas decor, tools, batteries for all your toys. We got new electronics for everyone in the family, pet toys and gifts, and apparel for kids, men and women. Use the discount code on our website to receive 10% today. That's surplusproductsforyou.com.
That's just a sample, and I'd like to tell all you restaurant owners and all you people that have places, service for people, fruit stands, whatever it may be, we can come in and we can do a film. And if you buy a long time advertising, we won't even charge you for the production, and we'll do it with AI. I'd like for you to know these things. If you have a restaurant, and we like to go inside the restaurant. We like to go in, shoot the restaurant, and show people the great, style of a restaurant you are. If you're Italian, if you're Greek, or whatever you are, Spanish restaurants, like just all kinds of different business. We like to let the people know exactly what, not just a little fly up and talk, just a little commercial that nobody notices, or they keep hearing it, and they keep, most restaurants have a menu every day. And if you do a commercial for a restaurant, you need to do that menu and put it on every day and let it be there. There's so many ways. I've been in the production for advertising. I've been in videos with country singers. I've been in, work with people in production in Nashville, recording, and all that stuff. Copyrights. I've done all that stuff. I'm just telling you this. I'm not bragging on myself. I will tell you the knowledge I have, and I think that you would come to our place and buy an ad, you will find out that you will get the best that money can buy. Just as good as NBC, CBS, all of those, we can do it just as good and maybe better. We work with you. We want to know how you want to promote yourself. We want to know what you're selling, your products. We want to know all this stuff. We want to know about it so that we can give you a performance of production and advertising that nobody will miss. I have put up billboard. I spent $50,000 on billboard for Talkin Live. I spent, $50,000, maybe not that much, on different TV stations there, NBC and CBS and ABC. I have run shows on that and advertised Talkin Live. And some of those places, your ad can go if I interview a movie star, I could put your ad in there. And they can see, you can see the show, see the your advertisement. There's so many ways I know how to do this stuff. And with my team, Jeff, and I have another guy come aboard, we're going to be able to cover your business like a professional people. No echoes in our programs. No production. God bless you.
The views and opinions expressed on all Talkin Live presentations are those of the host and their guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of the Talkin Live TV broadcast studio, or by this channel or its management.
Welcome to Talkin Live Classics TV. Reserve this spot on our Classics channel today to advertise your business or showcase an upcoming event. We not only provide broadcasting for EPB customers, but we also stream 24/7 on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and online at timelessclassicstv.com. Call our advertising department at 423-290-9194. That's 423-290-9194 to find out more about placing your spot here. Mention code CLASSICS 2023 for your discounted rate today.